What's going on, guys? Mitch here. I wanted to do a quick unboxing on this set of shoes from Nike. These are the Vaporfly 3s in a kind of new colorway, size 13 to match my Pegasus 41s I recently got. Just wanted to do a quick unboxing, show the shoe, and kind of talk about it. So let's get it open, and I'll change the camera here once we're kind of zoomed in, but this is how they come. Beautiful pair of shoes. You know, nice new color on the sole, which is kind of time-wise. I think it was like an Olympics release or something, colorway, but it's kind of found throughout the lineup. So let's get these out of the box and then take a little bit closer of a look and get into a little more detail here. All right, so we are unboxed and wanted to show you these guys. Probably just do one at a time. You know, what attracted me to these shoes, what they're going to be used for. As you guys know, I'm a big cyclist on the channel and kind of getting started into some running. And once you kind of go into the running world, you quickly realize that yes, equipment is expensive, but comparatively to running, you know, a good pair of shoes like this will last a while, and there's a lot of performance advantage to them. So I guess do we have a preference, left or right? Which one's a little less? This one's plugged up with stuff. Oh, they're both plugged up with stuff. Cool. Well, I guess let's take a look at this, and we'll take some of this out of the shoe. This is not a technical review or anything, guys. This is my first pair of carbon-soled shoes, or carbon-plated shoes, and you know, my experience is I've used a lot of ASIC shoes in the past. Now, obviously, got some mileage in on the Pegasus 41 from Nike, and I simply wanted to try out a carbon-plated shoe for longer distance runs. So I guess some of the features: it's a really light shoe, it's a knit upper, super breathable, and you know, you can tell it's got that nice Nike swoop, which kind of bleeds into the sole, which is a little loud, which is whatever. Yeah, it's better to be seen, I suppose, to have a loud shoe. But the main thing here is you get this asymmetric lacing pattern, which is probably easiest to show on both of them combined. So it's angled off to the right. And let's take this out here as well, so it just doesn't look super ridiculous. So asymmetric, whether there's a performance advantage to that, I probably doubt there is. I think it's probably just to kind of offset the tongue. Maybe there's some wearability between one way or the other. I know that in cycling shoes, they typically keep things dead center down the middle. And in some cases, I know Physique has done some off-center stuff. So there could be something there, just kind of moving the tongue over, which is fine. As I mentioned, super breathable. And if we look down at the toe here, lots of room in the toe box. But more than anything, just super breathable. And that's going to kind of keep you from, you know, carrying and retaining moisture, which is not ideal. On the side of the shoe, we kind of get a little peer into that carbon plate, which is a nice little touch in there. It looks kind of cool. I really dig the colorway on this pattern. The kind of orange and black cheetah looks real nice. We've got some fly plates on the bottom, which is pretty sick. That's always nice and cool. Labeled by grams as well, so you can kind of custom tune that. And then we can see right down the bottom, there's that carbon plate. Super stiff as well, I will say. My God, it's very similar to, like, not at the same level as a cycling shoe in the carbon stiffness, but the whole point of a carbon plate, if you're just watching this for the first time and seeing what a carbon plate is inside of a shoe, is as you load it on your step, it propels you, it pushes back the other direction. So, you know, in theory, you know, there's been some really fast marathon times set in the last little while, and the theory states that, you know, it does kind of give you that little extra boost in energy. So much so that now they're actually banning certain shoes, actually based on the heel height. I want to say, is it 40 mil or 50 mil heel? There's a certain height that is not allowed anymore. These are a legal shoe as well. They're totally good. Nike swoop on the bottom that kind of goes into the heel, which is kind of cool. Super grippy sole, actually very similar to the Pegasus sole, which I've really grown to like. I've been really digging that sole. Really comfortable. Both, you know, that Pegasus shoe is just such a good all-rounder, from kind of on pavement and kind of getting into some, if you wanted to, some trail. I wouldn't necessarily use it as a trail shoe, but you can certainly handle it. What else kind of can we get out here? I'm going to kind of try to show you the heel and see what we're looking at here. I can hardly read it. The original super shoe designed for podiums and PRs, built to world standards, which is cool. So it doesn't look like that liner does come out, as far as I can tell. On the inside of the tongue, let's take a look here. You can kind of get a couple little, some info on the tongue, which is cool, but it's actually really soft, almost kind of like an artificial leather versus a normal tongue. It is held in place, obviously, here. And do we have the, yeah, we do have that extra slot to pull back for the heel support. Really nice. You know, I could see some people kind of complaining, you know, when I was looking at these versus the Alpha Flies, I've got a narrower foot, and some people were complaining that the inside of this, if you look at the footbed, how it kind of cuts off right here. Some people didn't like that, so I think they favor more of a narrower foot. Just what I've read online about them. For me, haven't used them, can't tell you what the big deal is with that feedback, but I will find out soon. I will be using them to train, hopefully for a marathon here. And my logic is that we'll be using them on longer run days, not an everyday run. Now the theory behind that is basically the more you use that carbon plate, the more your calf, your feet, etc. will kind of become reliant on it. So your muscles will get used to having that carbon plate, and it will kind of avoid strengthening up certain areas, which is fine if you're going to wear them all the time. I suppose, but you know, given the cost prohibitiveness of certain carbon-plated shoes, you know, not everyone can spend $300, and I think they're what, 300 to 500 mile type use is what most people are getting out of them, which is a lot. But you know, on longer runs, if you're doing marathon training, that will get eaten up pretty quick if you're using them on every run. You know, the best thing to do is probably use a carbon-soled or carbon-plated shoe in rotation with a number of shoes, and that way, you know, like a Pegasus, good all-rounder. Then you'll probably want something soft for the second runs of the day, but you're just you want to strengthen up your feet. So that's what this is going to be for. It's going to be when I'm setting PRs and going for those longer distances, likely 10K and up. And then anything less than 10 on regular training runs, I'll probably be just using my Pegasus shoes. So that's it. That's my experience with these guys. I don't know what else I can really kind of show you. I just wanted to show the color, show the sole, kind of what things look like compared to some other colorways out there. I know, much like the cycling world, the running world, they love to see this kind of stuff as well. And me just getting kind of involved in that space, you know, why not spend some time and show some cool new shoes? And I think these are winners, man. They look pretty sick. Vaporfly 3s. Love them. See if they make it into a vlog or not. But what else can I kind of point out here? Oh, the heel. I didn't even touch on this. There's kind of this super sick heel. That little ridge line there. I'm kind of curious if that's going to turn into blisters on my foot, or if that's going to turn into a feature I really like. So from a stability perspective, I think that's going to really lock you in. But from a wearing perspective, that's a little concerning. I imagine they know exactly what they're doing, and your feet should probably over time toughen up to be able to take it. What did I miss? Nothing really. Super cool shoes. Excited to wear them and look for them, hopefully with some vlogs if I go down that road. Otherwise, take a look at Strava and maybe you'll see them. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by and taking a look at a pair of shoes. I probably rambled on a little longer than I should have, and I apologize about that. But have yourself a great week, and we'll see you out there. Peace.